anti-air piece, and then assault team, we're gonna sit in this ravine and fucking light up the infantry on the ground. That way, the weapons team and the true line can engage or get the tanks painted. The coastal battery is made up of tanks. Right now they're immobile, but they will become mobile as we engage. So weapons team, you gotta destroy the fucking CSU, the shit one, and then you gotta go straight into painting each individual tank battery position, while assault team's keeping the infantry busy. All right? Correct. And you're deleting weapons to stay behind us. Yes, Blue's a soldier with me. Okay. James, you got the most, you have the most, like, A-10s get shot down, I'm fucking dead, Teller's dead, everyone else is dead but you got the most important job. You gotta kill those tanks with that Carl Gustav. But until then, the only thing you're accrued to fire on with that AT is any tank that is rushing us and the anti-air piece. The anti-air piece should be your first kill with that recoilless rifle. Got it? Okay, and Icarus, you're going to be the weapons team. You just got to cover the weapons team while they're doing all the painting stuff. Yes. No, I want all rifles because we're gonna close the distance. We're gonna get close. Which has to be high speed as fuck. Yeah. Mhm. Yep. Chilling.
Templar sea spray.
Oh, sake.
Go ahead, Templar. Chiron, notify when you guys are ready for transportation. Templar's all set and good to go.
Go ahead and communicate directly with Stalker 1 on that.
Copy that. Stalker 1, how copy? Stalker, are you available for transportation for Templar?
He's right here. He's right here. I got it. Go.
What?
Helicopters. What do we want? UH-60, FFV?
Yep. Here we go.
A flight cruise aircraft is out here to the east.
Stand by.
Yeah, hold up. Single file line behind Teller. Teller just stand outside the helicopter. Okay. Let's get red team right here on the west door. Blue team go over on the east door. Go right.
Stand by. Yep. Alright, is everybody good up front?
Just stay in a single file line.
Yep.
The bus and take points.
Alright. Templar, clear to board, clear to board. Everybody's clear to board.
Getting the under seat?
Think they heard me?
Develos, you're actually going to team lead assault, because there's too much people. I'll be with you, though. We agree.
Okay. They get in the gunner seat then?
No. You get in the back.
Ground helmet, clear to board.
Not yet.
Ground helmet, clear to board.
Not yet. Okay, never mind. Get in. Go.
Boss, you got the line on the GPS map?
Get everybody on board. Nope, negative. No, I know we're not. I know. I said let's get everybody on board and then we'll crank up. Feedback. Alright, rolling. Go ahead, spool. Everybody make sure you put your earplugs in.
Yes, please. This is Wolfpack. Radio check. All call signs.
What intercom channel do you want?
Templar radio check.
Chiron.
He's talking over the long range radio. You're just hearing him because he's talking. He's talking about people who have long range radios, not everybody. Frank, what's the A-10's call sign? Punisher 1 and 2.
This is Punisher 1.
This is Wolfpack.
Punisher 1, this is Stalker. We're pulling now.
Phoenix 1 signing in. The A-10s are no-go on the Laser Mavericks at this time, where you went with the F-18s.
Oh.
What intercom channel are we?
This is Wolfpack. Good copy.
Phoenix 1, Stalker 1 is ready to lift.
All in? All in.
Stalker 1, all in.
Phoenix Templar, can you advise me as
Off, you're clear to lift.
what an F-18 is?
Tell her, it's a fucking jet, bro.
Oh, that, I'm thinking
FA-18 is a
negative,
fighter aircraft.
scratch that. Oh my god.
You really just asked that fucking question.
Okay, no, my first thought is like,
Can we
he
tell
said the,
Hey, hold it down, hold it down back there. Get off the intercom back there.
Make sure you guys are on,
Alright.
like, MISC 1.
Maintain,
Make sure you guys are on MISC 1.
about 240.
So
Follow the line.
he said the lasers are no-go. So my first thought was, oh, he's using like an unguided...
That's good right there.
I've never heard of called an F-18.
I know.
And I'm fine, right?
That's alright, do your best. I've got, I'll be looking out.
alright, when we get to Rotopoli, I recommend you start slowing down,
Alright.
Yep.
because you're gonna want to get low.
It's 4.5 kilometers to Rotopoli.
Stalker 1, we'll pick this ETA.
Good heading. 230.
Stalker 1, this is Wolfpack.
Yeah, correct a little bit, 10 degrees right.
Wolfpack home. Frank, Wolfpack home.
This Wolfpack.
Stalker 1, what's ETA, and be advised there will be a wheels down.
all fucked up in this jet. Like conflicting heads.
Roger, ETA approximately 2 minutes.
Hold on, let me check it out.
You got 2 mics. Hey, 2 mics.
Say again?
Phoenix Templar.
Yes, I can.
You're running exclusively Mavericks.
Go ahead, you're 2 kilometers from Rotopoli, and then make your left
Yeah, we're going
turn.
to be equipped with a couple of JDAMs on each aircraft as well as necessary. We should have 4 times laser Mavericks plus 2 JDAMs plus guns.
You got 5 JDAMs. Sorry, 5 down.
You're good, keep going. Maintain your heading. I'll tell you when to make your left turn.
One on the center line that I forgot to get with. Yeah, my head's just like flashing.
Alright, go ahead and make your turn to the south and
Yeah, I'm
lead
not
the
seeing
turn.
the conflicting on the display when you activate, so you're looking off axis, but that's supposed to be there. And they're like both flashing on and off.
What a beautiful sight.
Yeah, I'm only
There you
seeing
go.
one
This
on
is
the
the
front
LZ.
and then helmet mounted display that
Distance to
flashes on
LZ
and
is
off,
2.4 kilometers.
of each.
2.5 clicks out, 2.5
Roger
clicks
that.
out.
2 clicks. Hey, 2 clicks.
Take a screenshot.
Okay,
Your,
come down a little bit
if it looks like it shouldn't be behaving that way.
and follow that line and hug the ridge on your right.
Co-pilot, call 1 click out.
I don't think
Will
we have to
do.
fly like this with this. Yeah, cop that, hold on.
Alright, long final, 1 kilometer, 35
1 click.
seconds.
1 click. Remember when we...
Remember, when we touch the ground, full 360. Alright?
Copy.
So off, just land straight ahead into the area, and then we'll pick up and hook left to head back out to Rotopoli. Yep.
Affirmative.
Short final, short final.
Alright, boys, game face.
Team lead, don't forget to call all out.
Say again?
Tell them everything.
There's something actually wrong.
200 meters.
They spawned in. I'm having an
Anywhere right into your direct front, 12 o'clock, find a clearing, set down.
Guys, the
See the road?
sides comes up. Go press down faster.
You're clear on the left.
Just on the
You're
other
on the
side of this tree bush here. There's a house right there.
Put it down, put it
Yep,
down.
put it down right there. good left.
Good left, good right.
Go, go, go.
Go, go, go.
Combat. If you need the rocket, we'll use that. So can you just take this part?
All out.
Sure, all out. Put it dust.
All out, all out.
Have a nice flight.
Up.
All right, I'm gonna
Stay low, stay low.
lead you back to Norma. Good, good heading. Looks like 310. Just orbit Norma. Your choice, left or right.
Chiron Stalker 1.
Chiron, Stalker 1.
This is Chiron, set it.
Package delivered.
Copy that.
Chiron, Stalker 1, set. Norma.
Copy that. I'm gonna
Confirm.
fly,
Thanks.
I'll be on 1132 for Maverick code.
Wolfpack, Stalker 1, check, break, ELZs, 3 of them by objective. I copy.
Negative on that. The ground's good.
Roger,
This is
3
code for us. You should be able to change
ELZs
it.
at the objective, ELZ Junior, ELZ Fort, and ELZ Knight.
This is Wolfpack, I copy.
Phoenix 1's pushing to the runway. I'm gonna back taxi, then take off, leave 04 left.
All right, so if they do LZ Junior or LZ Knight, I'm going to move to the right-hand door.
Scratch that. It's gonna be.
Just let Frank have the controls, and then you can look at it.
Okay. I have the controls.
Yeah, I'm getting HUD issues again. Copy that. Just turn your helmet mounted display off if you need to.
This is Wolfpack, passing to the swamp now, going on the green movement marker. This is Wolfpack, Senate Starter.
Phoenix taking off. Phoenix 1 taking off.
This is Wolfpack, LZ adjusted.
Good call.
1-2, this is Wolfpack, sit right.
This is Venus 1, just taking off right now, heading to a hold point to the southeast of the battery.
Wolfpack, Phoenix 1, good copy. Phoenix 2, check in.
All right, I moved to the right-hand seat.
I'm about to take off. Phoenix 2 is taking off.
Okay, you have the controls. You have the controls. I'm sorry? Yeah, no echoes or anything.
Phoenix 2, Phoenix 1, reference HP Esther for hold point.
Copy.
That's interesting. I moved to the right-hand seat, and now I can't see the map anymore. Without turning on my flashlight.
Oh, so it's dark.
This is Wolfpack, Phoenix 1, be advised, about 1 click from the limit of advance on the tree line, just due west of the eject.
Copy that. It's approaching HP Esther now.
Yeah, if I'm in the left-hand seat, I can see the map just fine. Yeah.
So they're coming in from the southeast now?
The aircraft are moving to the hold point to the southeast. Esther, way out.
I see Esther, but that assumes that their ingress is from the southeast to northwest?
That's what I'm hearing. We'll do whichever one they call for us to take, but
Right.
But yeah. I think it depends on how badly things go for them up there.
Phoenix 2 is back at 10,000.
What's up, Frank?
I just heard he's at 10,000, so... Are they going to do Mavericks, or they're going to do JDAMs, or
I think
what?
they're going to do JDAMs. The Mavericks weren't working.
All right. Well, yeah. JDAMs have dual mode capability, so if there's a laser out there, if they were working, terminal guidance can work with the laser.
Okay.
But that is danger close, though.
Yeah. High adventure, we may be doing a body pickup instead of a...
Well, they'll just respawn. All right, they're still in the swamp area, making their way to the southeast.
You on the tablet?
I'm watching them on one of their helmet cams.
I can't disable it. The roll button. If you keep switching between all the available nodes.
They're at Northing 214. They just crossed it.
Two 214, copy.
I'd say they're about 400 or 500 meters from the
Yeah.
that tree line, just to the east of the racetrack.
If they're going to hold there, they're going to get messed up when those bombs land.
Yeah. So did they not decide to go to that horizontal line to the south then?
Appears so. Oh well, good learning point when they all blow up.
Okay, they're crossing 216 now.
Roger. Alright. When they call for extract, if it's a hot LZ, we need to find out which direction the fire's coming from. That will tell me which window to get into. So I'm assuming we're going to do a straight in from, basically go from LZ sawdust down to either.
Yeah, unfortunately I don't have heads down flare capability on this bird. Otherwise I'd be able to tell you and direct you which side they were shooting from.
Well, we're going to be reliant on the ground guys to tell us what direction the bad guys are.
Phoenix 1, Phoenix 2. Phoenix 1.
So they used F-18s, sounds like.
Yep, they did.
Phoenix 2, Phoenix 1.
This is Wolfpack, Phoenix 1, be advised, we have shots fired on the ground. Looks like Indy forces are engaging the beachhead as we talk.
Yeah, copy that. Phoenix 1 is currently down. Phoenix 2 will provide gas as necessary.
Good copy.
Alright, they just crossed 217.
Phoenix 2, Phoenix 1, you copy? Yeah, that's Phoenix 2. Were you tracking that last transmission over long range?
Yeah, I got you.
Phoenix 1, why did you go down interrogative?
Flying low, entered the targeting menu, and then the throttle went to 0, impacted the water.
Wolfpack, let me tell you.
That happened to you, right, Al?
Almost.
With me, it was the loiter function and the autopilot function kept shutting down, or turning off. I still had control of my throttle, though.
Yeah, I lost throttle control.
Well, he just did, too. Soda just did. That's why he crashed. I wonder, did he, is he coming out from the, is there a carrier out here?
No, I think they took off from the airport.
From the airport? Yeah. You're right, it's northwest. Okay, they're there at the tree line.
Yep. So Alf, when we get when we're doing that, you need to keep your approach as steady as you can, because every little pitch and wobble makes it magnify when I try to use the door gun, if need be.
Wolfpack, Phoenix 1 requesting you re-add Zeus.
Nothing to shoot. We have one plow into the dirt. Yeah. Yeah.
So what do you think? We'll just follow the line in the way we planned, and then at some point break off and go to the LZ?
Yeah. And if we're going to LZ Fort, then we'll just, when we get the sawdust, we'll just follow the road around the swamp to the south.
Okay.
And if we're going to the LZ, the ELZ Junior, ELZ Night, we'll just pretty much follow the north side of it. And
Well, yeah, you can pretty much head east from Sawdust.
Yep.
And then come into either LZ, Junior, or Night. Well, okay, these guys are going out there to take out the ZSU, right?
that's their primary target.
So
And
that
once they take out
so that air can come in
and blow up
unimpeded
yes,
and take out the armor.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so what the ground guys are going to do is they're trying to get into position to destroy the air defenses. Yeah, and then once that's done, they're going to call in the FA-18s to drop bombs onto the coastal artillery battery. Yeah, yeah.
You carry it like you sling your weapon?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And you carry.
Phoenix 1, this is Wolfpack. You make contact with enemy. Stand by for go ahead on anti-air destroy.
Don't forget the 9 line.
They did. I guarantee you now they're going to get themselves to a firefight and not be able to do it.
Well, the whole check-in and AO update and all that stuff.
Yeah, I got you, but
I know.
Since they're already in contact, they're going.
That's an that's an AAR comment.
I mean, they could have done the check-in while they're walking around through the swamp.
Well,
It should have been done well before.
Actually,
Wolfpack, Phoenix 1, I say again, troops in contact, stand by for 9 line.
Phoenix 2, ready to go.
yeah. While they were at the holding point, they could have got the check-in. Sent the check-in.
What?
The ground guys did.
Okay.
Wait, we good? Sorry, wrong traffic.
Phoenix 1, stand by, call for fire.
Phoenix 1's ready.
Phoenix 1, Templar, friendly position 220144. Target's marked by an IR laser.
He's not doing a 9 line.
Target location 221, break 144. Targets are 3 T-72s within hostile sandbags on beach, facing east, all in a line running north to south. Clear for fire. Anything
anything necessary. We did not have enough to produce a 9 line down here. Not enough.
Copy. I can give you guys some JDAMs to start off if you want.
Copy that. Grids, I say again, grids of the target 221, break 144.
Phoenix 2 copies 221-144.
Copy, clear for fire.
Copy, 2 JDAMs coming your way.
Well, we should see a little fireworks on the horizon there where the smoke is. Yeah, he should be calling weapons away and time of flight and that kind of stuff.
Well, ground gave him 6-digit. JJAM needs at least 8 digits. He's gonna, Phoenix will have to interpolate. See, that's a teaching point for ground. If they're gonna get them, they need to give at least 8-digit grids.
Mm-hmm. Really? I'm not seeing it. Are you guys looking where the smoke is, about 121?
Yeah, see those tracers just went up in the air.
No, I'm not interesting. I'm not seeing the tracer fire.
Well, did you hear confirmation that the AAAs?
No.
I did not either.
I think what's interesting is that I'm not able to see the tracer fire.
I'm looking at 90.
On its way.
Okay, just called weapons away.
He did. There's more tracer fire. I see him flying overhead.
Oh, yep, I see the aircraft. Boom! Impact. They might have dropped them almost simultaneously if you dropped them both on the same target.
Phoenix 1, BDA, negative, no hit on target. You were too far west, about 50 meters.
This is Wolfpack, call for fire, adjust GAW, the GAW.
Oh, you don't have a go.
Oh shit, that's right, you guys are the fucking F-18 scratch.
Yeah.
It's got 20 mil here.
Smoking too.
20 Mike.
Guess where they are?
Went in for a gun run.
They're north of the racetrack.
Who, the ground guys?
Blue ground is north of the racetrack.
Alright, then we're probably going into one of the northern 2 LZs. So we're gonna hit.
Which way is Phoenix coming in? He can't be going from south to north.
Yep.
Phoenix 1, bad effect on target. Oh, negative. Good effect on target. One T-72 just cooked off. Possibly you can go around and hit the other one. Is to the north of that one that's...
Did we lose?
Copy.
I don't hear thunder.
In with my Mavericks. You guys want to clear lasers?
How we doing? How we doing for fuel?
Copy, we have no lasers up.
Unless he's letting him do all the bomb dropping.
Well, Thunder is in the at the airfield.
Oh, he must be trying to... Okay.
Oh, I thought it was Soda that crashed.
I did too, but doesn't
Because
matter.
Watt was orbiting Esther.
Unless Watt went back and gave him the aircraft.
Phoenix 2 is Wolfpack, 1 T-72 remains, something to far most northern tank on the battery.
Boom. Yep.
Phoenix 2, this is Wolfpack. BEA from command's perspective, good effect on target. Target destroyed. All ground call signs, clear to push in baseline alpha.
These two copies, friendlies in AO.
If
Delta
we're
1, this is Wolfpack. ETA for us to exfil about 10 mics. ELZ, scratch. ELZ 9 to the north. How copy?
What
I'll
is
let
it?
you know the 10-minute marker and then the 5-minute marker.
nice.
Mark that. Over and out.
Okay, all call signs, Phoenix is going to establish overhead loiter to call out targets.
Okay, so we're going into night, and we're at I will. Yep. Are we at 50% fuel? Oh, 90%, okay. No.
Hey, Al, are you moving the gun?
Yes.
Okay. Somehow my field of regard is showing a field of view that's moving when you move the gun.
That's me. Yep. So if you see targets, you know, House, you need to call the cardinal you need to call the direction, you know, from 12 o'clock. So, you know, if it's off your right front, then 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, something like that, using those kind of directions. That makes it easier for the folks in back to figure out where to shoot.
Can I get a trace on where your guys' position is?
He may be Zeusing.
Alt H for me. You can't do it though because you're flying the airplane.
Wolfpacks, you have a enemy vehicle leaving the beachhead to the
This
north.
is Wolfpack, Phoenix 2, be advised. Friendly vehicle inside the objective. Troops on board.
Copy, I got eyes.
Looks like they're moving to the LZ now. Stand by. Moving to the right seat. We need to get Watt to put laser spot on the door guns.
This is Wolfpack, Starter 1, times cable change, adjust. 3 mics. We have 1 team coming to the LZ now. You can go ahead and start procedure.
Alright. Stalker, welcome.
Yeah, I'm
it's
set
not-
right. I'm set right.
About 2 kilometers.
Good to go. Of course, then we'll get shot at from the north, but meh, what the fuck.
Yeah. Okay, right up the nose,
Yep, see the blinking lights?
yep. Wolfpack, Stalker 1, long final.
Roger that, long final, holding at the LZ. LZ marked with 3 IR grenades. Should be inside like a little trench, if you get what I'm saying. There's a bunch of dirt mounds. We were inside the dirt mounds.
Roger, tally the strobes. Yeah. Shoot for inside of the strobes. There's a berm just in front of you there. Go
Hey,
past it.
Wolfpack, do you still have anyone left on the beach? I see a guy moving towards your location.
Keep going
This is,
forward. See the
Wolfpack,
vehicle
negative.
right up there in
Oh,
front
that's all right.
of you. Keep
The
going,
LZ
12 o'clock. Cross
You're
the
gonna want-
berm.
Yep, now you want to turn your tail to the left.
There you go. You're clear left. Come down.
Good effect on target, Phoenix. You just dropped a JDAM on a dude.
This is Maverick.
Alright. Stand by, yeah, go where it. Got 1 on board.
That's 2.
Go, my man. Go.
You're gonna come in the same, go out the same way, house, to the northwest.
I would brake left to go back out.
Starter 1, Wolfpack, all in.
All in. Clear up.
Bum, 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 ba-da-da-dum. Chiron, Stalker 1, back in the air. We are
Direct fragmentation going off the LZ.
I get destroyed
Oh.
enemy vehicle.
Everybody clear to fire?
No.
Who fired?
Starter 1, we had a fragmentation. 40 might go off at the LZ. Suppress the engage the threat.
Good, and continue
Copy.
bearing 315.
Does someone throw a fragment?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Starter 1, scratch that. No grenade off the helicopter. Or no fragmentation from enemy forces. Discharge a grenade.
This one is attention. Right, this one.
Stalker, I copy my last.
Rocket copy.
Copy.
Okay, change your heading. 360. Head north. You got the line on the map? Okay.
Alright, well, everyone, for most of you guys, it was your first op. That was a very good job. I mean, there was a little, we were a little short for time, so we didn't plan quite to the level that we would have wanted to, especially on the aviation JTAC side, but otherwise, I think you guys are doing a good job.
Good heading. Yep. Showing about 5 kilometers out. Your frames holding up? Off? Okay. Yep.
It shouldn't be.
Alright, long final.
Permission to engage.
And just on the other side of that building.
Alright,
You need RTB and land so we can get back to debrief.
Phoenix, be advised, large amounts of Russian forces armed with Iglos have been located directly underneath us.
No, he's just, no. God damn it.
Oh, God.
Stand by, you are clear right and down. Come,
Left side's good. Keep a little going forward.
keep forward, keep forward, keep forward, keep forward.
Forward.
There you go.
Down.
Alright, boys. Meet up by the living area.
Got her down.
Come on, go. I want to make this fast, guys. We're late.
Phoenix 2 is coming in to land on 22R.
Let's go, Grant, guys. Get in here. I think that's all the ground, guys. Yeah. Alright, ground dudes. Today was a good effective day for training. I heard you guys got a lot done with your NCOs. We need to work on some small things, but I think we're going to do an FTX this weekend instead of a deployment op. It's going to still be like combat, just more bonus training focused. We're going to focus on some key things in the FTX. Make sure you guys get stuff SOP down and whatnot. And then we'll go forward next week and do the deployment back into fuck were you? I have no idea. But yeah. Yeah, yes.
NSA.
Yeah, it's been a while. Right. So, ground guys, stuff today. I'll see you guys on Saturday, 20:30, same time. All right, you guys are dismissed. All right, my air dudes. This is all the air guys here are still waiting on.
Now you've only got the helicopter crew. I don't think the other guys
Man,
made it
we
yet.
need the jet crew up in here. Where the fuck that is?
Yeah, I'm here, but Soder's gonna be a while. He's gotta land his jet at the airbase.
I see that. I'm gonna teleport him as soon as he gets in. So what was up to the A-10 that we couldn't take up the A-10?
So the plan had called with using the laser Mavericks, but right now the pylons on the A10 won't fit those, so I gotta fix that in the mod pack.
Okay, check.
Yeah, we didn't have enough time to properly set up everything to do like a 9-line, like we didn't have IPs and whatnot set up, so I had to run with just a 5-line call for fire. Although I will say, you know, whoever the jet pilot was did a good job with that, because
Yeah, he gave us his Falcons and destroyed the tanks pretty effectively. It was a good adaptation to the issue at hand with no laser guided weapons besides our JDAMs and the Mavs. And the Mavs were ineffective against tank armor, so the Valken or whatever the fuck, he was like, oh, I'll shoot the Valken, whatever the fuck that is, and just toasted a tank. So I was like, okay, you know, that works.
Never killed that other tank.
I guess, well, we now know from experience that T-72s do not have
It's not a T-72. It's an airborne tank. It actually has letter armor.
Oh,
Yeah,
Well,
I'll
that's
tell
why
you,
now
sorry,
I'll do
when I
that.
pulled you aside, the original purpose, I just forgot about it, was to get you to pre-brief as much of the 9-line as possible. That way you wouldn't have had to resort to that.
yeah.
For example, the IP,
Also-
the heading, the distance, all of that could have been pre-brief.
Grant, guys, you dismissed, by the way.
In advance.
Hey Otto,
Yeah,
what's
the
your,
other
Steam?
problem was, I mean, you couldn't
Steam.
tell, but we were having problems
Wait.
with our guy running ATs could not
80s,
use his NVGs with the AT, so he couldn't
ADS?
see the
ATES.
Shilka.
And his scope
set
was
it
fixed
already?
as well.
Yeah.
And then
That's fast.
immediately after we
I was
destroyed
already
it, I
in
needed to
everything.
set up the 9-line from scratch at that point.
Alright, I'm
I
probably
was
gonna
just
go
like,
eat and then
it's
head
a
off
little too
into
rushed for me to do this, so
just
I'm
a public
gonna have
server.
to do a call for
I have
fire.
to go off completely now. It's like, oh, what time is it? 10
You know,
o'clock.
you guys did a good job. with that.
Alrighty. Well,
11:30.
it's
Credit to Soto on that
11:30.
one.
Holy shit! It's only
Hey,
9:30
can
here,
we
man.
move the aviation AAR
Alright,
back to
see
the
you.
back corner back there?
See you, man.
Yeah, let's go.
guys.
I can still smell the propane from the jet.
So first off, Soder, thanks for picking up where I screwed up. So you seem to do a good job on that. From what I could tell on the radio comms, you were effectively engaging targets. So thank you for that. Frank, Al, Ausf, you want to give your perspective on the transpo?
Yeah, I thought so too. I mean, we left, we took off, went to HP, Norma, headed southeast, dropped them off where we expected them to drop off, as briefed, and then we went back and held.
Wrote a bullet.
Yeah, I mean back to Norma.
Norma.
So, and then Wolfpack gave us the call, gave us the warno, which LZ to pick them up for the extract. I guess we timed that just right in terms of them getting there, and then we were getting there kind of at the same time. I want to rewind back to the call for fire for a sec. Is Teller here?
No, he left.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, he's up.
Did he call for munition type?
He did. No, I don't think so.
Okay, and the reason why I bring that up is Soder reported he was going to use JDAMs, but the target location was only a 6-digit grid. And with JDAMs, you need at least an 8-digit grid.
So, I
So,
just adjusted and just split the difference. So,
Well-
I mean, he's wrong, but
yeah, so that would have forced, and it did force, to then basically extrapolate that 4th digit is, or that to make it into an 8-digit grid. And I thought I heard over the radio that he missed with the JDAMs.
That's correct.
And so what I was going to suggest is that if the call for fire munition is known and it's a JDAM, the ground guy needs to give at least an 8-digit grid.
Yeah, and as a pilot, we all need to have the confidence to know when the JTAC is asking us to do something inappropriate and to get them to modify as necessary when that happens. Certainly, with a 500-pound JDAM, it's pointless dropping it on a 6-digit grid. The kill radius is too small, particularly against armored vehicles, for it to be of much use to even try. And really, with a 500-pound JDAM against an armored vehicle, you're going to want a 10-digit grid almost always. I mean, maybe not today because we're talking about these shitty airborne tanks, But against a T-72 and a 500-pound JDAM, nothing less than direct hit will do anything in ArmA.
So just the suggestion was that if the ground guy is going to request a specific munition, then if the pilot doesn't get the correct number of grids, just read it back to him and say, hey, I'm going to need an 8-digit or better grid. Was there supposed to be a call out for AAA being down? Because we were seeing tracers coming from the ground up while the aircraft was inbound.
I'm pretty sure I did communicate when the anti-air was alive and when it was down.
Okay, so I guess we
And
were
me
seeing
specifically, not Teller.
small arms were the ones shooting up.
Yes. So while we were moving on objective, Indy forces engaged from their position and were hitting the beachhead with mortar fire and tracer fires. Be real, like, it wasn't actually anyone in the beach. I just kind of spawned some tracers and made it seem like they were shooting at the beach to give that kind of like ambient, like we're not the only people here.
Right.
Try to break your immersion, but yeah, that's what happened.
But
So
that's
on the 9-line versus... sorry, go ahead, Frank.
no. I was going to say those are the only 2 points that I wanted to mention.
So as far as the 9-line and 5-line thing, one of the things I need to spend more time with the JTACs on is what to do when they're rushed and they can't provide all the information. I don't think we should be using the 5-line at all for fixed wing. Instead, I think we need to get them comfortable on A, pre-briefing 9-lines when they know in advance that they're going to call something in based on certain parameters, and B, when they are rushed, knowing which lines on the 9-line they can omit, and then C, also just knowing, when they're about to call something in upon contact, to plan it before contact. So I mean, there's no reason they couldn't have held off on firing the Gustav to have that 9-line ready, rather than firing it and then preparing it afterwards. So I mean, because I can work on there to make sure that they're taking advantage of the tools we have a bit better.
Pretty sure they weren't tracking that we only had a F-18, like, very end.
No,
So
we
was there
were
a check-in?
tracking you guys
Did
had
a
an
check-in
F-18.
take place? I'm
Sorry,
not sure
what was
if
that,
I heard a
Frank?
check-in take place.
Oh no, there was no check-in. That ideally, I mean, we could have just pre-briefed because everybody knew what there was going to be.
Right.
So we did change it at the last moment.
Hey, so guys, I gotta break station pretty quick. I do have one question. That last JDAM, was that called for? Did somebody call for a JDAM to be dropped?
Okay, wait, which one? The explosion on that one guy?
Yeah.
Hellfire.
That was
Was there a call for that?
Yeah, there was no call. It was simply done. I think
So it just-
Suter fired it in the defense of our position.
Yeah, I mean, it was either that or we're just losing an aircraft, so.
Okay. The real world, I don't think we would have done it that way, but that's not my call.
Did we? So did you engage that? I mean, he called it out and he engaged. I didn't call for fire, nor did Teller. We were actually engaging that threat, and then Teller goes, "Good."
Yeah, I mean, there's a balancing act that you're performing as a pilot in terms of understanding what level of situational awareness you have, what kind of aircraft you're in, and what kind of orbit you're in, and so on. The weapons you have, and the threat posed by the enemy. If we're talking a single infantryman, I think, and if you're flying around in F-18, I think it's probably better not to engage at that point, to call it out and wait for further information. Now, if you're a little bird with a co-pilot, and you've got a little bit higher situational awareness, a little bit more flexibility in terms of your munitions, maybe it's a little bit different, but single infantrymen are rarely a factor.
Yeah, Suter, we would have smoked that guy by ourselves. It wasn't an issue for us. I mean, you killed him, and no one got hurt. But
Gents, I
could've.
apologize. I got to pop smoke. Good up. See you on Saturday.
All right.
But I know I've got to fix some mod pack stuff, so that you pointed out. I think I know exactly what to do on that, but making sure the A10C can load the laser Mavericks, as well as fixing up the HMD, which I think it's just the value which is used to configure the setting for the HMD is also being used by something else on the F-18, and so it's making it behave kind of crazy.
Yeah, they
so
just kept
I'll fix
fighting
it.
with each other the whole time.
We will be using rotary on Saturday. Like no fixed wing.
Okay.
It'll be our core unit focus. Or you guys are a rotary wing unit at the heart.
Yep.
The transport pilots that bring up is the intercom got pretty noisy, pretty quickly. I noticed that. It's pretty bad. We locked it down pretty quickly, but yeah. The problems that arise from us being gone for a while. Small things. Just gotta crank them out again. I'm not worried about. Yeah.
It'd probably be good to have sort of a high reps
Separate.
exercise on boarding, loading and unloading aircraft.
Yeah.
Just do a lot
Remember-
of short hops between LZs and just repeat.
Remember, Frank, most of those guys were privates, not experienced sergeants. Like, we literally had 2 sergeants and myself on the ground, and like 6 or 7 privates. That was a lot of dudes, a lot of new guys. A lot of stuff I had to teach on the fly, and it didn't help that we didn't do any air assault beforehand or any training on that. But we did work with what we got, right?
Roger.
Saturday's gonna be a little more complex FTX. Probably it's gonna be a multiple raid situation where we're gonna have a bunch of different objectives. We're gonna fly out, touchdown, infill, exfil, quick stuff. Something that get the flow down, get the communication down, come the ground down. I just want to see everything come together as one before we step off in deployment back to Niger. But yeah, A-10s, the aviation, the fixed wing stuff. Air Force is like when we want to implement the A-10, the F-18, like full blown. There's going to be 2 of you, maybe even 1 of you, who is going to be like that.
What was that? Okay.
Good. Anyway, don't do that shit with me, Ausf. Okay, I've been plenty of situations where Crown guys just fucking lob frags and kill all of us. Anyway, the Air Force section, the A-10, there's going to be a single pilot. He's going to be a ranking officer as well. Not only will he fly the fixed wing, he'll fly rotary, but he's also going to be in charge of the entire aviation net, including rotary and fixed wing. Rotary, fixed wing, and the big boys, the C-130, and the C-17 when I add. When that's going to
I'd
be,
like to be the fixed wing.
when that's going to be, that's going to be a person who's shown seniority in an aviation, Thunder's recommendation, or Thunder himself, but picked by me, approved. But like it's going to be a very like the fixed wing guy. You need to be like fucking good as shit. Like you need to know what you're doing up in the air. At the same time, you need to understand how it works on the ground too, from the JTAC perspective. For anyone,
Trust me, I
in
know how
general.
it works.
So, yeah, Thunder, keep the A-10 and F-18 stuff for training right now, but in terms of the actual FTX deployment ops, we're not gonna use them just yet. We're gonna focus on our helicopters.
That's how I want it. We got a lot of ways to go in terms of readiness there.
Okay, cool. That's all I really had. We're gonna push back the S3 meeting to after FTX on Saturday because, like, everybody had all I needed left. Same thing with command meeting.
Okay.
All right. Any questions, comments, concerns? Good. Suitor, Oz, good to see you guys in the unit. New pilots. Hope you guys enjoy. All right.
Yeah.
That's all
All
I
right.
had.
All right, cheers.
Thanks, guys.
I sort of got that grenade. Hey, I'm telling
Yeah,
you, man.
let's just not throw things.
Yeah, we had a sergeant
Not at all,
major.
please. Thank you.
One time, Thor had a sergeant major, trusted guy, threw a grenade. Lost a really good pilot. Like he was, whatever. Okay, Thunder, you want to talk in my office? Like, you got anything, or are we good?
I think we're good unless you got something.
Yeah. I think I can say this in front of you guys, but put a cap on aviation right now in terms of how many people you're recruiting. How many guys you have right now? 5?
We got 5.
Yeah.
We
Let's
have 6, don't we?
okay.
No,
one of these-
Getty is not with us anymore. His schedule is not conducive to being part of the unit anymore.
Okay. Then, yeah, 5. Lock it up. And if you lose guys, you still can recruit more to add up to 5. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. I'll see you guys Saturday. Give me a meeting and S3 stuff after. Might fix this mod stuff tomorrow.